This podcast is for the woman who refuses to settle.
The one who knows she was made for more.
It's for the audacious woman who is ready to burn the ships,
own her story,
and create a life built on radical self-belief.
I'm Amanda Galloway.
I'm Ashton Greer. We are your podcast hosts.
And we welcome you to the Audacity podcast.
We're back.
We're back.
We had a nice break.
We did.
On accident.
Yeah, it was actually not on purpose.
We didn't plan the break. So the first week, Amanda was going to record with Antonio and bring our first male guest on the podcast.
Yeah.
But then they got super busy with all the things that had going on. And she was just like, we are not going to have time to record.
We made that decision. And because he's about to go on a podcast.
Right.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's about to go on a podcast. So and it's like a pretty good big one who they've had some pretty well-known people on. So he's like a little nervous. So I was like, come on.
Like,
we'll
come on this podcast.
Yeah.
And then the next week, I was going to podcast with Jessica Nimmix from Two Roads Wellness Clinic. But we got into the studio, and Amanda's normally here to help me. And I couldn't get logged into Riverside, our recording platform. I asked Amanda for the password. She sent it to me, but it didn't come through or something.
Wasn't meant to be.
Jessica and I did not get to record. We did get to talk for like 2 hours though.
Oh, good.
So we just talked and cried and laughed. And then we were like, oh, maybe that's just meant to be. We just needed each other for a little bit.
I agree.
And anyway, we're back now after 3 weeks off, I think.
A little too long. Too long for my liking.
But I will say, those 3 weeks, retrograde was retrograding.
Ugh.
It was probably the craziest 3 weeks I've had of my year so far.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. I moved houses.
Yes.
Dealt with some really tough work shit.
Yes.
Tried to get enough sleep, drink water, exercise, like not lose my mind. My kids are all home for summer break, so like that's chaos. Really just though the moving and the
moving is daunting.
Everything else.
It's emotionally and physically exhausting.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean in the midst of that, I had a staff member resign with no notice. And so then we had 4 events back to back at the theater. I didn't have support for them. It had to, the same week that I moved, also cover the busiest week of summer at the Fisher. So I don't know my last name anymore. I don't know. I'm still recovering. I fall asleep on the couch all the time. Yeah. I'm not fully with it.
So if you're feeling like this too, you're not alone. Yeah.
Well, like according to the Chinese zodiac, 2026 is the year of the horse, and I'm a horse. It's like supposed to be my year.
Maybe it is. You just don't know it yet.
I don't know.
Maybe something amazing is going to happen.
I don't feel that great, but I did hire a therapist again. So that's where we're at in life. I'm back to therapy, guys.
That's okay.
I need it.
Yeah, absolutely. You have a lot.
I'm excited though. For the first time, I have a male therapist who's in his 60s. I think I would guess 60s based on his life experience and years in practice. Maybe even 70s. Like an older man.
Can you see him?
Yeah.
It's virtual, right?
Yeah. My first appointment with him is Monday, but like his profile picture, he's been practicing for 42 years. He has like a great beard. I'm like,
what's his specialty?
I think I'm PTSD.
Okay.
Trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trauma, PTSD.
Okay.
Just the gamut of the problems that I have.
Well, sometimes when you hire a therapist, it doesn't mean that it's like the specialty doesn't mean that it's your thing that you're going through. I just was curious.
No, I was very specific about what I needed help with in the application. And then he reached out and matched with me and said, I have techniques.
Oh, he matched with you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cute.
He said, I have techniques. I think I can help you with this. I was so specific about what I need.
Amazing.
And he was like, I've been doing this for a long time. He used to work.
BetterHelp?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm excited to meet him. We'll see. You never know if you're going to like a therapist, but your girl needs therapy.
That's okay.
And sleep.
Yeah, I was going through it last week too. I was on vacation with all of our kids, and I
have a lot of kids.
Yeah, there were 7 of them, and we took a babysitter, which was great. But it's still, kids still, they're still there and have problems and need a lot of things. But I was so anxiety ridden, like just not even about the kids, just life.
Mm.
And I think in those moments, though, the beautiful part is you can then become clear on some shadow parts of you.
Oh, yeah.
And I am for that thankful, even though it was not fun. I spent a lot of time meditating. I usually don't meditate, but Katie Clark, who is on Lewis Howe's podcast, I am part of her program, and she does meditations and really focuses on shadow work and just calming your nervous system. And I needed that so badly, but I was stressing about the wedding. The wedding's in 4 weeks. Guys, I have so much to do. I woke up last night thinking, oh my gosh, do we have music for the church? Did we hire the people?
Maybe
I don't know that we did. And it's in 4 weeks.
And go over like a little checklist.
Yeah. And I was like, I don't have a wedding band. My fiance and the kids, the boys don't have the tuxes. I got the dresses for the girls, but 2 of the girls, their dresses don't fit, and they're going back to their mom's house. So they can't even try on the dresses.
You're stressing me out.
Oh my gosh. Listen, if you're planning a wedding, just don't. Just go elope.
I don't know. As someone who plans events, like everything that you just said gives me anxiety.
I can't. And thankfully, my fiance, he is literally the only man that I've met that's like highly involved in the process. Like he wants to be part of it. And he met with our DJ the other day and was talking to him about this. There's this thing in Mexico where have you ever seen Nacho Libre, I think is the name of it?
Yeah.
Nacho Libre?
Nacho.
Where they have those masks.
I actually just watched Nacho Libre.
Gosh, no way.
For the first time like 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so expect that at our wedding, apparently. That's a thing with Mexicans. They there's this song, there's these masks. Oh. They're like protecting the bride. I don't know, guys. Look it up. I don't even know.
Can I get a mask?
Yeah.
I'd like that.
Antonio is like all about this, and I was like, I want not to be like, I sound like a Debbie Downer. I was like, that sounds like chaos.
You'll be all right.
You know me. I don't like chaos.
Yeah, you'll be all right. Just a little bit.
Anyway, he'll have fun.
Well, somebody told me this on my wedding day. Oh, even if like you forget something goes wrong, they play the wrong song, you don't have a wedding band, whatever. No one's going to know but y'all.
Yeah,
really.
That's true.
And at the end of the day, you're still married.
Yes, I'm more excited about the honeymoon.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so excited. We're going to Spain and France and Monaco.
Amanda doesn't know yet, but Antonio got me a ticket. I'm tagging along.
I wish. That'd be so fun. So we were talking the other day, and I asked Antonio, I was like, do you want to write vows? Like, but when you're Catholic, apparently this isn't a normal thing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm newly Catholic, so bear with me here. Mm-hmm. And he was like, what are you going to do? Say me and Ashton take Antonio and richer.
Only if he's rich. No,
I know. That's what he said. He was like, what, like, come on. And because he knows, like, Ashton is my +1 for everything. Like, she is just every part of my life. So he jokes quite a bit about it. Mm-hmm. And, he
Ashton
knows,
and I do solemnly swear to take you, Antonio, to be our lawfully wedded husband.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
That's too funny.
You know what? He'd be one lucky man.
He would be.
Yeah.
He would be.
Yeah. He's probably thinking, I wish I could use 2 wives. Actually, no, he's got 2 ex-wives. So.
I don't know. I'm like, that would probably drive him crazy.
I know, but I'm thinking like, could you imagine how easy his life would be? We would have it all figured out for him.
Every duck in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Women just are such an asset in the household.
And then like when we were mad at him, we would talk to each other about it.
Yeah.
Like Antonio today.
I mean, we do that already.
Yeah. He's just been so grumpy for all week.
How do we live with him?
Maybe he needs a foot massage.
I don't like feet.
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, you do the foot massage.
Yeah. I like feet. Not in a weird way. Not like
really?
Not like in a fetish way.
Okay.
But I really do like feet.
They gross me out.
I think they're so
like
cute.
I'm hiding mine right now because
There's
it's so gross.
Look, my toes are always out. No, feet are so cute to me. And I don't know, maybe it is a fetish. I don't think it is.
Do you
know
people actually listen to our podcast?
Yeah, I'm not being weird right now.
No, I actually, I just had this realization. People actually listen
Oh, yeah.
to us.
Well, a lot.
Do you
yeah.
forget about that sometimes?
While we're talking, yeah. For
Yeah,
sure.
no, I really do. I
Mhm.
was talking to Jess, and Jess was like, I listened to your podcast. I was laughing with you guys. And I was like, oh my gosh, I forget sometimes that people actually listen.
I know I get messages about things too, and
Yeah,
I'm like, oh
and
my,
we love it.
but then I'm like, oh my God, she listens, and then
I know.
I'm like, oh, that's crazy. She knows so much.
She knows about me, and these things are so personal, and I would not openly come out to somebody that I barely know about it. But we do because we want to share our lives because hopefully it's helpful.
Well, yeah, I want it to be entertaining. I want it to be funny and light for listeners, and then also helpful because together you and I have been through mounds of shit. Mounds.
Yeah.
A lot of shit.
And we don't know everything, but
no,
we have grown a lot from it.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm in this. I was telling somebody yesterday, she was like, you're just so you're sunshine. You're always so happy, so bubbly, whatever. And I was really honest with her. And I was like, I'm actually not happy. I was like, I haven't been happy in a few years, genuinely, not actually happy. And she was like, oh, and I was like, yeah, I know. It's really weird to say out loud.
Peace. I think you've had happiness, but I don't think you've had peace.
No, I'm not happy.
You haven't had harmony.
Yeah, or happiness. I'm just not happy.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. And I was there are moments, there are glimmers, as they call them.
Yeah.
Moments of happiness. But overall, I am having this moment in my life where I'm looking at everything and I'm like, oh my gosh, I worked so hard. I hustled so hard. I created all of this. I have all these properties and all these renters and I have these positions of leadership and I have, this family and these houses and all this stuff.
Mm.
But I'm really lacking in community and rest and quality time.
Right.
And so I hear a lot of women talk about this when they get to this point in their careers and they look back and they realize do I even want all this?
Yeah.
I'm saying this on my podcast, which is don't worry, I'm not quitting everything, guys. Right. But I am really assessing everything and this is not making me happy.
That's interesting that you say that because I had a similar thought last week. And I thought, oh my gosh, my entire life I have built upon wanting to get All-American, get All-Star, build a business, be incredibly successful, have my face on billboards. But at the root of what? Just to appease my ego?
Right. Why?
Yeah. So I really got nitty gritty with it and I refocused my thoughts on what can I do to change my thoughts to service, how I can serve other people. And I actually wrote my self-image script, rewrote it into service because that's what makes my heart happy.
I was literally going to say the same thing.
No way.
Yes. Yesterday I was feeling like you and I was like, what can I do to bring joy to myself? And so I did 2 things for 2 people that I didn't have to do. And telling people what I did kind of defeats the purpose, but
that's okay.
Did 2 things that were completely others focused.
Well, share it because it might give somebody else an idea.
I bought flowers for a friend.
Okay.
And I also bought a second set for my kids' teacher.
Aww.
They're little roses.
I love it.
And then I took garden fresh tomatoes to someone who wanted tomatoes.
Aww.
So I just was what are some things I can do that are inconvenient to me and out of my because I'm a robot with work. I'm I got this list. I got these things I have to do.
Me too.
But it brings me back to what I really feel called to, which is being in service of people, which my career is that. It absolutely is. It's creating spaces. It's creating community, creating experiences, renovating our downtown district, creating a legacy for the historic theater in our town, protecting its legacy, making sure that it's strong. That building means so much to so many people. My entire career is service. But it feels like service at the expense of myself right now.
Right now, especially.
And my physical health is not great. I'm tired all the time. I've had a perpetual allergies, cold situation for a couple of months. I don't feel I wake up in the morning. I'm not excited for my day. I'm I don't know. Maybe this is just being an adult, but it doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be. So Katie Clark, I reached out to her and she actually gave me some incredible feedback. because I was telling her, this stuff about me that I was like, I feel like I'm in lack. I feel like I'm going to pull it up right now, actually. And it was so insightful because it made me realize, and a lot of people are commenting on it because they're like, we, feel the same way. But essentially, she was just saying that, you can intellectually know
Mm-hmm.
that these are issues that
Mm-hmm.
you're feeling like this, but it's really important first, you have to feel it to get through it, right? But it's she said it's gaining enough awareness so that you can see your patterns and paradigm as a powerful step. It's not the only step you have to take. If you know the truth, but you have wounds, past experiences, and repressed emotions that tell a story that contradict that truth, then it cannot fully register and become your new truth. So what she's trying to say is like, you can intellectually know all this, but you have these thoughts and patterns that are contradicting with that. So it is a journey, but she said, I'll give you some steps to help this. First, focus on cultivating a broader feeling of abundance. So she told me to write down each day 10 things of where I'm already abundant. And this could also be like service. How are you already serving?
Yeah.
Like write down the things where you are. So then you put the ego aside. And then you're thinking of, and ego is not a bad thing, right? It's not a bad thing.
Right.
It helps us survive. But she said to write down 10 things where you're already abundant. She said, zoom it out. If you're looking to feel peace and trust, then detachment from basing peace on external transient temporary factors and placing the creator with all things is a good place to start. So detaching from the external and really going inward.
Yeah.
She provided some info on shadow work. She has a YouTube that she recommended a YouTube video, and meditation and visualizing cutting those ties with everything. So one of her visualizations, that meditation she does, is that she gets you into a relaxed state, allows you to feel calm in your body and visually detaching from these external things that are causing you pain, whether it's a person, a thing, an experience. And I find that to be very helpful. I did that the other day, and it was just such a release and relief and a very powerful experience. And I'm not one to usually do meditation. I'll send it to you. I think it's very helpful.
Yeah.
But she said, stay present. Fully feel the emotions, but be very present. I think a lot of times we get into our heads about things and we are thinking of all these worst case scenarios based on our previous experiences, and we're creating scenarios that actually don't even happen.
Yeah.
Right. So bringing yourself back to reality in this moment, feeling your senses, breathing, deep breathing, and just realizing the current good things in your life. I mean, it's not toxic positivity. It's just retraining your brain to be back in the present so you can calm your
reticular
nervous
activation system.
Yeah.
If you're looking for bad things, you're going to see the bad things. If you're looking for good things, you're going to see the good things.
Yeah.
Kind of resetting.
Reset is a really good point,
Yeah.
because that's something on vacation, ironically, I should have came back like feeling refreshed and everything, but I was so glad to be home because I needed to reset. And this week I've noticed my thoughts are better than last week's. Last week I was thinking I was creating scenarios that were not going to happen. I was so worried about things, and then I'm fine. Like, I was like freaking out over nothing. So I think that it's just a good lesson, kind of like to bring it all back together, is like these experiences allow you, if you allow it, I know we've said this before, to help you grow.
Yeah. Well, and I think it's so easy to catastrophize when things aren't going your way. Like, we're trained to imagine the worst case scenario so that we're prepared for it.
Yeah.
But I love the question, what if it all works out? What if it all goes right?
Yeah.
And I think that we need to ask ourselves that question more often. At least I do, because I'm always like, what if it all goes wrong? What if these bad things happen? And then I'm prepared for all these worst case scenarios. But I love to ask myself, yes, yeah. But I love to ask myself the question as a reminder, but what if it all works out? Like, what if this risk that I'm taking on this relationship, what if it works out? What if all the investments I've made into these properties, what if they really do change our downtown? What if it works out? like instead of like on the flip side, I'm like, oh my God, like what if my properties get damaged and then all the properties around me start falling down and then the property value of everything goes down and then I go bankrupt. That's a possibility, so like my
But writing
brain
those
can,
things down and recognizing that you still realize you're not going to die,
right.
right?
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. So,
so
all
I
right.
mean, no, I mean, Antonio did this with a friend the other day. He owns a business and his friend is going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And he said, write down the worst case scenario. Are you going to die from that? No, you can thrive through it. You can
You
get
can
through it.
rebuild.
But it is so easy to say in the moment while you're feeling all these things. But if a big component of it is just like journaling and getting it out, and I think that truly does help.
Yeah.
And then burn it.
Burn it.
Burn it.
I find a helpful activity when I catastrophize and go into that place of like worst case scenario doomland, is exercise.
Yeah, I do too.
It really does reactivate some positive hormones and reactions in your brain, and it can help you release some of that negativity. So like going for a walk, a jog, lifting weights, whatever it may be.
I ran yesterday. I did sprints, and that really helped just get those emotions out.
Yeah.
And when I was on vacation, I didn't exercise. So
right. And I haven't been
did not help.
exercising the last 2 weeks because I've been moving.
I'm actually going after this.
Oh, you
You're
are?
welcome to join me if you wish.
Oh.
So bringing this all to our episode today, because I think it does tie in.
Yeah, it does. It's crazy because we're like, 20 minutes in? I think we've had like a full lesson, honestly, just talking about
and
what life's been like lately.
Yeah, but we want to share because we know we're not alone. So the topic today is the Audacity Theory.
Yes.
I came across this online and sent it to you. I almost said to Jessica. I got Jessica on my brain right now.
Call me Jessica.
It's okay. She's great. So
we love her.
Yeah. The Audacity Theory. And what is his name? Kenny posted it. And then Mel Robbins shared it. So I was like, oh, this is really interesting. So what is the Audacity Theory? It is the people who create extraordinary lives are often the people willing to act before they feel ready. Ask before they know the answer will be yes, and believe they belong before anyone else tells them they do.
This is the epitome of manifestation.
Yeah.
It is. It's believing something so strongly before you're ready, before, maybe it's logical. You can manifest something big with energy and effort and consistency and dedication. I think about so many people that have done great things in this life. Like Mel Robbins' story is a good example.
Amazing.
Of, I think she was in how much debt? $800,000 of debt or something, and they were struggling, and she found her way out, and she believed in herself in this audacious dream. And I think, I don't know, there have been times in my life where I have been audacious in believing things that I could do, and then they're done. And then the flip side of that is then you have to live with what you've created, which is where I'm at now. I've been extremely audacious in my life, and now I have the weight of the world on my shoulders, because of that.
Yeah, you have to have a burning desire and courage.
Oh, yeah. Great courage.
The two things can really make a difference. So Tuesday, I was on a call with my mentor, and he was talking about the terror barrier. And there are 3 levels of the terror barrier. One is like...
It's hard to say. Terror barrier.
A terror barrier. Yeah. And the first one is like you just are not self-aware of what you could potentially do. So obviously you're kind of just hypnotized by the world. You don't self-explore. There's no self-awareness. Then the next step is oftentimes when people experience jealousy, because you realize there's something you could do, but your subconscious, your paradigms holds you from doing it. So there's no action created from it. And the third is, your subconscious and your conscious are kind of fighting over it, and you probably won't take action. But then the last one is freedom, where you are able to suppress those paradigms or, work through them and you have that burning desire and courage, and you're able to create something amazing. And that's what I think is audacious,
Mm,
is that, and you break free. You are
yeah.
truly living authentically to yourself.
Yeah.
And I think that's something we all desire to have. But
Yeah.
many people, they go to a 9 to 5, they have to take kids to practice, they go home and watch TV, they eat fast food, and they wake up in the morning and they do it all over again.
Hmm.
And if you don't have purpose and you suppress your desires, that is depression.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's so easy just to get caught up in the rat race that you don't even have time to
Mm-hmm.
think about what you really should be
Yeah.
doing or your purpose, or it it's so easy to get sucked in to the never ending stimulus of existing. I mean, from the moment I wake up,
Yeah.
it is such. There are
Yeah.
children, there are dogs that need let out, there is laundry to be done, then there's work to be done, and then there's soccer practice, and then there's, you have to feed everybody,
Yeah.
and then
You get hypnotized
yeah,
by the
you
world.
just you
By the
base well,
external.
and even more so, it's just you get consumed by tasks.
Mhm. You're living through the external environment.
Yeah, and so you're not
Yeah.
in your body, you're in your mental world. Anyway, something I've been thinking about a lot is the importance of carving out space just to think.
Yes. And part of the mentorship that I'm part of, the first event I went to really opened up my mind, because I was like, oh my gosh, there is so much I can do.
Yeah.
But what is holding me back are these thoughts that I have. And some of the thoughts that people have as barriers are fear of rejection, fear of criticism, fear of success, which sounds crazy, but it's
Mm-hmm.
true. Fear of disappointing others, perfectionism, childhood conditioning. So, like, don't be too much, and wanting certainty before acting.
Mm,
And, think about all these dreams that you've delayed because of these fears. And that's not serving you and that's not serving others. When you can audaciously be yourself, you're setting up a good example
yeah.
for your family, for the community. I mean, I just think of our area here. If more people were audacious
Yeah.
to take action, build businesses, to think positively, like how amazing this community can be, because there's so much potential.
And I think it requires getting in touch with your heart,
Mm-hmm.
like getting out of your head and into your heart.
Yeah.
I'm working with one of my clients is wanting to open like a foster home.
Oh,
And that's like, I'm meeting with them about that this coming week. And it's those sort of dreams and those sort of audacious things
yeah.
they come from the heart,
Yes.
so I think the head needs to come second.
Yes.
It's more like your heart's purpose and what are you excited to get out of, what gets you excited to get out of bed in the morning?
Yeah, but do it for the reason of serving others. If you do it for like fame or attention or the money, you're going to hit a barrier point.
Oh, yeah.
I think that, like, Elon Musk, obviously he's got his own issues, but he is incredibly successful because he had a dream and he wanted to live out this dream that everybody would think that he was absolutely insane.
Yeah.
And he did it because he had this burning desire. I mean, he probably did some of that because he wants the money,
Yeah.
of course, but I think what compelled him to get that successful was because of his burning desire. And I know it's easy to use these big examples, but it could even be the person who's opening a foster facility. Like, I can't imagine how much of a positive impact that would be. At the
Yeah.
root of all of it is to serve other people.
Well, I think the question is like, what are you leaving to the world?
The legacy, yeah.
What are you leaving behind? Did you make the world a better place?
Mm-hmm.
Did you improve your community? Did you
make
serve
efforts
others?
to improve your family and the
Yeah.
generations to come?
That's a great one.
I think
Yeah.
that,
Did you break the generational cycles?
yeah, exactly. That's one where I'm trying to teach my children the concepts that I'm learning so they are not hypnotized by the external environment, that they can live authentically to what they desire. I don't care if they make friggin' origami. Like, are you happy
I think
Do you feel like you have purpose?
a life of origami sounds nice.
Yeah, it does kind of
I just,
sound,
make beautiful flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only say that because the kids were doing that the other
Maybe
day.
they have
but
like an origami shop where they make cool things out of origami and then they deliver them to people's homes for birthdays.
or they have kids come in and learn.
The origami classes.
Yeah, and
That's
they
cool.
can create, kids who enjoy the arts. And
That could be amazing.
Oh, I love it. So there are things that we can be audacious about. And some of the things are like applying for the dream job. It could be starting the business. It can be leaving an unhealthy relationship. It could simply be asking for help.
Ugh.
This is so hard, but I know when I'm struggling.
Why are you being so mean to me right now?
I'm sorry. When I'm struggling in my business, that's the first thing I do is go to mentors.
Yeah.
Yeah. I find I don't use the same one because I don't want to exhaust them because there's too many moments. It could be raising your prices on it. Like if you're a photographer. I remember telling one lady not too long ago, she takes beautiful pictures. She's incredible. She has such an eye. And I was telling her the price of what I'm paying for my wedding photographer, which is crazy. And she's like, oh my gosh, I couldn't imagine. I charged that for 8 hours and these people are just doing it for 3. And I was like, well, maybe you need to raise your prices and you'll continue to attract those people that are going to pay that because you have so much value in your product.
Yeah.
But
if you don't see it in yourself first,
exactly,
you won't take that. You won't get there.
Exactly. But sometimes it takes looking at someone else's life.
Yeah.
And realizing, oh, I can do that too.
I want to give you like a real life example of this because yesterday I went into a downtown shop to buy a gift for someone. So I go into the shop and she's like, I just want to personally thank you for what you've done in our downtown. She was like, I see you. She's like, just look around. Like,
that's so sweet.
She was like in, the barn girl across the street. She was like, wow, I know that was really hard, but thank you. We needed that so much in our downtown. Yeah. So then I walk across the street after that to the barn girl because I had to meet with the owner because, she rents from me and there was an issue with the building. I walk over there. Somebody's eating in there that I know. And she goes, she's like, hey, I just want to thank you so much for making sure that we got a restaurant in our downtown.
Awesome.
So like within like that. 10 minutes. Okay. But it's funny because all I can think about is how dramatic it was and how shitty people were to me in the process. And how much negativity came into my life as a result of trying to do a good thing for the community. So like I need to refocus. It's like I'm just hanging on to that negative where I think there's so many people, like just in the matter of 10 minutes, 2 people pulled me aside to say, thank you. Yeah. And I was like, oh, like, I guess I don't realize like the good far outweighs the bad. Yeah. But it's about what we like allow to take a toll on us or to hang on to.
But you make a very good point here. You will go up against negativity when you are audacious.
Exactly.
And you have to be courageous enough to set that aside and
push through.
Yes, you will, because you're going to challenge people's belief systems. I remember when you were, I can't remember what you were doing, but there was one lady who was like, oh, Ashton, you're crazy for doing this.
Oh, it was this building we're sitting in right now.
It was this building, yes. And she was like, I can't believe you're doing that. What a dumb decision.
A woman took time out of her day to call me personally when she found out I was buying this building.
But the reason is because she was reacting out of her own paradigm and out of fear. And it's so, just realize when people are doing that, they are doing it because they feel that in their body, this fear that, oh my gosh, that person is going to fail. I want to save them. And, you may be one of these people. And if you are, like,
keep your energy.
I know.
Keep it to yourself.
Allow people to explore and live their lives. And I think that's just such a good way to just live in general.
You can't protect people from failure. Failure is the best lesson. So like, I'm so thankful for my failures because I've learned so much from them. It's painful, but like, she was trying to protect me from failure. But even if it did fail, it didn't fail. It didn't. This is successful. But even if it did fail, there would have been so much to take away from it before I went on to the next thing. Yeah. So like, let people don't yuck someone else's yum. That's what it's, yes. If somebody thinks something is cool and they want to do it, don't yuck their yum. And if someone has a glass half full perspective and they're excited and they want to do something, and maybe you've been disappointed in your life and you are glass half empty, for the love of God, do not take that away from people.
Yeah, that's people living in the terror barrier.
Yes.
Exactly what I was just saying. But if you are envious of that person, if there's some jealousy, let that be a moment of self-awareness of, oh, I like this in this person and I want to be like that. And you can adopt that trait. Like something with, obviously, like it could be owning a business. It could be, admire people for it and be like, oh, I like that in them.
Yeah.
And then allow them to be your mentor or, just take that trait. One of the things I really like about Ashton is she makes everyone feel so special and she's like a ray of sunshine. And I could be jealous of that, or I can adapt that into my own personality and allow myself to be a sunshine person.
And you're so calm and collected in like these crazy moments. Like you're always just like, oh, it'll be fine, Ashton. Oh, it'll pass. And I love that about you too. I'm like, oh, I need to embody that. This, I don't need to like get sucked into this moment of emotion.
But it's easy too. And when it's your own, it's easy for me to say that. But I think that you don't have to have envy or jealousy or hate on somebody else. You can be that. Nobody's stopping you.
Yeah.
Nobody's stopping you you're only stopping yourself.
Yeah.
So launch the podcast, share your faith, set boundaries, forgive, begin before you're ready. I think the biggest thing is, at least, one of the biggest examples I can think of, we always talk about the gym, like going to the gym.
Yeah.
Well, I have stopped putting emotions into going to the gym. I simply put the emotions aside and I go.
Yeah.
I don't think about it. I just go.
Yeah. And this is what I do. I'm a person that goes to the gym.
Yeah. And that creates habits.
Yeah. I haven't been to the gym in 2 weeks because I've been moving and all the shit. But I did move right across from the YMCA. The YMCA is like right across the street. So I got a family membership. I have no excuses. I can literally walk across the street.
So I won't see you at Planet Fitness anymore?
I'll probably do both.
Okay.
I'll probably,
I also have 3 gym memberships.
I'll probably do both. But for the Y, I can go with my kids. They have a pool. We can go swimming.
It's nice.
They have childcare. So my other 2 boys are old enough to be out on their own, but then Solomon's not, but his grandma runs childcare.
No way.
My ex-husband's mom is the person in the childcare. So grandma's in there. So it's just perfect. So anyway, very excited. I have 0 excuses. So not this week, but next week on Monday, I am going back.
Well, you've been busy.
I'm giving myself the rest of the week to eat ice cream and,
I think
hitting myself a little bit.
That's allowed.
Yeah.
You gotta feel it to get through it.
Yeah.
As long as you don't create the habit of being that way.
I'm going to come out of it. Don't worry.
But you're not that kind of person.
I'm a Virgo.
You're a Virgo.
I'll get out of it.
So you don't become audacious because you feel brave. You become brave because you practice audacity. And I think that I just really wanted to pull that in, that you don't have to have feelings and all these thoughts and everything figured out before you actually take the action. Just do it.
People, the only way to be brave is to have fear. If you don't have fear, there's no opportunity to be brave because you're not afraid. So it's not called bravery. That's just living. But if there's fear and there's hesitancy and there's concern, and there's a struggle internally to do something because you're afraid of what might happen.
Yeah.
Those are the only moments in your life that require bravery.
Yeah.
Bravery is admirable and it's normal to be afraid.
Yeah.
And the only way to strengthen that muscle is to step forward in faith, even when you're afraid.
Yeah.
Be brave.
Faith is confidence.
Yeah.
Fear is the opposite of faith.
Yeah.
So if you are living out of fear, you're not going to progress. You are lacking confidence. If you just take action, and a big part of confidence is you do what you say you're going to do. Not what you tell others that you're going to do, what you tell yourself you're going to do.
Then you build self-confidence.
And
you keep your word to yourself.
Through that, you're going to gain more courage, just build that momentum to be audacious.
Yeah.
But it starts within.
It does. And being audacious, it does require bravery. They go hand in hand. Audacity, bravery, tenacity, I would say, are like sisters.
Yeah.
You got to have it all.
You do.
Yep.
But you don't have to listen to the podcast, read the book. You don't have to do all these like little trivial things before you actually take the action. I think we get analysis paralysis. And I've noticed this with boards. I've noticed this with people building a business where they feel like they have to have it all figured out. And it prevents them from actually taking action. Yeah. And I think about our podcast. We didn't have it all figured out. We started on the floor. We were recording on the floor. We
literally sat on the floor.
And we didn't have video or anything like that. We had if you listened to our first podcast, it was probably all over the place.
Oh, it was crazy. And I think we had 2 glasses of wine though.
Oh my gosh.
We were wined. We were wined up.
Yes.
We were wound up.
We were, and it was great. But you don't have to have it all figured out before you do it. Just do one little thing. Yeah. Promise yourself every day you'll do one little thing that is a step closer. Whether that's like calling a person or, what were you going to say?
I was just thinking nobody becomes an expert instantly at anything. No. Everybody starts somewhere.
But when you're a perfectionist, that's hard.
Everybody starts somewhere. So like, I don't know. I look back at pictures of me before I started a fitness journey. And it took me a long time to get into the state of maintenance where I feel confident and I can take 2 weeks off the gym and I know it's okay because I've done enough work. But like, I think we don't even start because we don't have that instant gratification. And we also are afraid of looking like an amateur or failure.
Yeah.
And I can be this way specifically with sports. If someone wants me to play a sport, I know I'm going to look like an idiot. Yeah. We were at the Danville Dance game for a group that we're in, and they asked me if I wanted to throw the first pitch, and I was like, hell no. No. Fair, no, I do not want to look like an idiot. And anyway, but imagine if I pitched a baseball 5 times a day, every day for the next year. I would probably feel really confident throwing that first pitch.
Right.
So it's just taking the step towards the thing that you know that you have the potential to become and just those baby steps and you'll get there.
I think I've said this before, but if you create an image of the person that you want to become and you start taking actions based on that version, you're going to be so much farther ahead. And, I think a big thing is take time, journal, write it down, talk to friends. Like, what do you want? What is going to make you feel good at the end of the day? Take inventory of it. What characteristic traits do you want to have? What, business or job, or what is your burning desire?
A nap.
Always a nap.
Listen,
for me.
As she was talking, all I could think about was like, oh yeah, like what do I want? Like I just want to sleep. Like I just want to nap.
But that's okay. Like you need rest.
I'm in an unhealthy place right now.
She needs rest, and I think that's okay.
Real talk. Ashton is unhealthy currently. I am.
You're going to be just fine.
I know, but currently this is about as unhealthy as I've been probably in a while. Yeah. I just need a nap.
You need to. Are you going to?
Take a nap?
Yeah.
I took one yesterday.
You need one today.
I probably will take one today.
There are moments that you do have to listen to your body and take some time. But, I think everybody was kind of feeling it last week, and
I feel like the whole universe was kind of weird for a couple weeks. It went crazy.
It was.
Everything went crazy.
It was. But it always comes back. Life is like a rubber band, I think. When you get pulled back, I feel like it always propels you forward.
Yeah, after the nap.
Trying to be positive over here.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm a Debbie Downer today, but Amanda's right. Just be audacious. Have a positive mindset. You can do it. You can do it. And you actually really can. But once you've done it, just know that you've done it and now you're responsible for it.
But I do want to say, if you were in survival mode, you have to get yourself out of survival mode before you can be audacious.
Agree. Yeah.
Because that's
the message.
There is literally nothing you can do in a healthy way in that moment to create something that if it is where you're not in that space. Like you can't be creative in a state of survival.
No. Well, it's funny because we're talking about this and I'm this is terrible.
Yeah,
But I'm
that's
literally
okay.
over here thinking like, I don't want to do anything audacious.
Yeah.
I'm like, I have done enough audacious things.
Mhm.
I have had my fill of audacity. I just want a quiet existence for the love of God. That's where I'm at. It's funny, but it's like my own doing.
But audacity doesn't have to be something that's not peaceful.
Well, and that's, what you were saying
Yeah.
is I'm just burnout.
You are burnout.
I'm in survival mode.
You are.
So I need to prioritize rest.
Do it.
In space and time and like recovery so that I can be prepared to take on the next thing or the calling or the passion that comes to me. But what's interesting is right now I have zero passion.
I think this is a really good thing that you're bringing up.
Mm-hmm.
What are some techniques that people can do to get out of survival mode?
Nap.
Yeah, rest is very important. Sleep is she's dying. This is all Ashton can think about. This podcast is about naps now. Yeah.
There's a lot of things
I think rest is very important.
Therapy.
Journaling, therapy, community, getting yourself around friends.
Yeah. Do something fun.
Yeah.
Take a vacation from work.
Mm-hmm.
Do something you like doing and do something for somebody else. That's what I did yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I did, even though I worked 13 hours yesterday, I did find time to do something for someone else yesterday, which actually made my day a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Say no to things.
Yes.
If you are feeling super overwhelmed, start reducing.
Boundaries.
Boundaries
Boundaries are really important.
Find time for things you like doing. Yeah. I don't know.
If you have kids,
drink water.
This is, if you have this luxury, there's moments where I'm just like, I can't even take care of myself.
Yeah.
Because I'm so anxious driven or whatever the situation might be. And my mom will help with the kids. Yeah. And that is incredibly helpful where it allows me time to reset and get into that place.
Yeah.
So
my mom is like that too. And I can lean on different people. Actually, my ex-husband is awesome in that way.
Good.
I was super overwhelmed last weekend. Like,
yeah, that was probably a lot with moving.
It was bad. Yeah. And I texted him and I was like, hey, I know it's not your day to have the kids. I am not in a good place mentally. The house is a wreck because we just moved, nothing set up, the kids have nothing to do, and I'm on the edge of a mental break. I was like, it's probably better if they're with you today. And he was like, bring them over.
Perfect.
And I was like, thank you. But I do that for him too.
Yeah.
And I think I am so grateful for that and for his relationship with the kids and for his presence as a dad in their lives. But anyway, if you have a support system, definitely lean on your system.
Ask for help, regardless what it is. Don't be afraid. I had one friend who I was going through a challenging time, like probably, 5 years ago at this point. And she was like, you're not someone who asks for help, are you? Like, you don't want to burden people. And I was like, maybe. But she encouraged me to, and people really want to help you. They want to.
They do.
Assist you through those challenging times, especially if they're good friends.
Well, yeah, last night at a theater committee meeting, the people in the meeting were saying like, whatever you need, just ask. And I'm like, it's so hard to ask.
Yeah.
Why is it so hard to ask? But I do need to just start. But it takes effort to delegate.
It does.
Delegating takes effort. Sometimes I don't even have effort in me to delegate.
You're like, it's easier just to do it myself.
It's easier just to do it myself. So there's that too.
But if you are doing that, you're not allowing someone the opportunity to step up and be that person to assist you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it does unfortunately take a little bit of inconvenience. And sometimes people just figure it out.
Yeah, true. I love a person like that where I can be like, hey, I don't have time to explain how to do this to you, but I need you to do this. Can you do this? They're like, oh yeah, we'll figure it out. Okay.
Yeah, that is what I need in my business.
Yeah.
I totally understand that.
Self-starters.
Yeah.
That's really nice. I'm sorry for being negative today, guys. I think the moral of the story is don't let yourself get as burnt out as Ashton. Take care of yourself. And then also don't be afraid to start. Honestly, I don't feel this way most of the time.
You don't.
I am super proud of the work that I've done. I'm super thankful for the people in my life, and I just need to find time to do more of the things that I love.
Yes.
Instead of feeling like I'm constantly putting out fires, constantly working.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Be proactive.
Something's going to change in my life.
Yeah.
I know that for sure.
Mm.
I just don't know what yet.
You've mentioned this before.
And whatever it is, it's going to be audacious, probably.
Always is.
Yeah. It'll be an audacious change, so.
We'll be here for it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, we're going to let Ashton take a nap.
Thank God.
All right. Well, we will see you next Monday.
Monday?
We drop on Monday.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm tired. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Monday.
okay. We'll see you next Monday, guys. Bye.